Last rites of General Bipin Rawat and wife performed with full military honours in New Delhi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi stresses on need to improve democratic practices. Expert group tracks progress of Omicron variant regularly, says Health Minister in Lok Sabha. Assam observes Shahid Divas in memory of martyrs of Assam agitation. And Manipur women's football team wins a Hero Senior Women's National Football Championship. Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin from the studios of DDK Guwahati. This is Jolly Hoikia Gogoi with the stories in detail. The last rites of General Bipin Rawat and his wife Madhulika Rawat were performed with full military honours today at the Brar Square Crematorium in Delhi Cantonment. Both the daughters of the deceased were seen performing the last rites. Earlier in the day, Union Home Minister Amit Shah, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia, Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur and several union ministers paid their tributes at the official residence of General Rawat. Further, Chief Justice of India N.V. Ramanna, National Security Advisor, BJP President, along with members of the Parliament, Chief Ministers of several states, Army Chief, Air Chief Marshal, Navy Chief and foreign dignitaries were also seen paying tributes to the departed souls. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today stressed on the need to constantly improve democratic practices and systems and continue to enhance inclusion, transparency and human dignity. While delivering an address at the Summit for Democracy hosted by US President Joe Biden this evening via video conferencing, Modi pointed out that Indian story has one clear message to the world that democracy can deliver, has delivered and will continue to deliver. He stated that democracy is not just about of, by or for the people, but also with the people and within the people.
The same democratic spirit is seen in the 10th century Uttar Merud inscription that codified the principles of democratic participation. This very democratic spirit and ethos had made ancient India one of the most prosperous. Centuries of colonial rule could not suppress the democratic spirit of the Indian people. It again found full expression with India's independence and led to an unparalleled story in democratic nation building over the last 75 years.
President Ramnath Kovind said that India has saved many lives by providing COVID vaccines to the people of the country. Addressing the Human Rights Day function organized by the National Human Rights Commission in New Delhi today, Kovind said that the COVID-19 pandemic is not over yet. Highlighting the importance of the day, he said, equality is the soul of human rights and rights are shared responsibility. He further highlighted that NHRC issued several advisories during the COVID-19 pandemic and worked with other stakeholders to strengthen the health preparedness.
Every single human being is entitled to. These are inalienable rights dependent solely on the fact that each person belongs to humanity, irrespective of ethnicity, gender, nationality, religion, language, and other divisions. With the declaration, the global community made a formal recognition of basic human dignity, though it has been part of our spiritual traditions for millennia. The committee that drafted the Universal Declaration of Human Rights included representatives from around the world, including India. As you know, it was Hansaben Mehta, a freedom fighter and a disciple of Mahatma Gandhi, who made a highly significant contribution in rephrasing the draft preamble of the declaration.
In view of today being the 73rd anniversary of the adaptation of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Rajya Sabha Deputy Chairman Harivansh said that the theme is in finding solutions to the deep-rooted problems of discrimination in the country, and all should work towards upholding basic human rights. He said it is the responsibility of all to be inclusive and reiterate unwavering commitment to do the same.
The landmark day is celebrated the world over as a Human Rights Day. The historic document adopted on this day in 1948 sets out for the first time the inalienable rights that everyone is entitled to as a human being, regardless of race, color, religion, sex, language, political or other option, national or social origin, property, birth or other status.
Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia informed the Lok Sabha that every morning a group of experts hold discussions tracking the progress of the Omicron variant and the status of resources in the country. He said there are currently 23 Omicron cases in the country. Meanwhile, the minister reiterated that the government is making all possible efforts so that the country achieves 100% vaccination as soon as possible. Replying to questions put to him in the Lok Sabha, Mandavia said India has done best comparing the vaccination rates to other countries, as India has completed 86% of the first dose. Union Ministry for Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal, while launching the Meghalayan Age store in New Delhi, said that the world has not still seen the huge potential of the Northeast. He stated that the mulberry silk of Meghalaya, besides shawls, bamboo handicrafts and various other unique products of the Northeast, will have a huge market not only for visitors from India but also from across the world. Lauding the minimalist design of the state's exclusive prime store in the heart of the national capital, Goyal complimented Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma for setting up the store that will provide the local artisans and more than 43,000 weavers of the state a window to showcase the rich culture, heritage, art and ethnic products of Meghalaya.
Where we lost one of the greatest sons of India, General Bipin Rawat, his wife, and 11 other officials of the Indian Army.
Now we take a short break. We'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
3 महीने में पैसे डबल।
वाह, फास्ट और हाई रिटर्न्स भी।
क्या स्कीम है? कल तो नहीं थी यहाँ।
और कल होगा भी नहीं।
तूने कभी 5 ओवर में डबल सेंचुरी मारी है?
ऐसे स्कीम के बहकावे में आके हम धोखा खा सकते हैं।
और आरबीआई कहता है अपना पैसा सुरक्षित रखो और समझदारी से निवेश करो। अगर ज्यादा रिटर्न के पीछे भागोगे तो रिस्क भी उतना ही उठाओगे।
और फास्ट रिटर्न से बच के।
और फास्ट बॉलिंग से भी।
आरबीआई कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back. The state today observed the Shahid Divas in the capital city in memory of its martyrs who laid down their lives for the motherland. Organized by the Assam Accord Implementation Committee, the occasion was graced by Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma along with other ministers. Sarma said that the state government has set up a trust for the welfare of the families of the Assam movement martyrs. Meanwhile, he also released the 2nd and 3rd edition of Toithakuch, a documented write-up on the Assam agitation and its martyrs.
10 December, Begum Abida Ahmede মনোনয়ন পত্ৰ দিবলৈ আগবাঢ়ি গৈছিল। সদৌ অসম ছাত্ৰ সন্থা গণসংগ্ৰাম পৰিষদে আহ্বান দিছিল যে এই নিৰ্বাচনত আমি কোনেও অংশগ্ৰহণ নকৰো। মোৰ মনত আছে গুৱাহাটীত আমি লাখটকীয়া বেগম আবিদা আহমেদৰ ঘৰৰ সন্মুখত তেখেতক আমি ৰোধ কৰিবলৈ তেখেতক আমি স্তব্ধ কৰিবলৈ চেষ্টা কৰিছিলোঁ আমাৰ দৰে গোটেই ৰাস্তাটোতে শত শত হাজাৰ সহস্ৰ
In a pleasant development, Arunachal Chief Minister Pema Khandu commended the State Legislative Assembly Speaker Pasang Dorji Sona for having implemented e-Vidhan project in the State Assembly. Taking to his Twitter handle, Khandu said that this is a visionary step in line with Digital India mission initiated by Prime Minister Modi. Meanwhile, Sona also took to his Twitter handle and informed that it is an honor to have an official team from Haryana, including the Haryana Deputy Speaker and MLA Varun Mulana, on a 3-day visit to study the implementation of e-Vidhan project in the State Assembly. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh took to his Twitter handle and congratulated the Manipur women's football team on winning the Hero Senior Women's National Football Championship after penalty shootout against the Railways. He further informed that in recognition of their excellent performance, each and every team member and their coaches will be rewarded rupees 5 lakh each. Now, before we end the news, the headlines once again. Last rites of General Bipin Rawat and wife performed with full military honours in New Delhi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi stresses on need to improve democratic practices. Expert group tracks progress of Omicron variant regularly, says Health Minister in Lok Sabha. Assam observes Shohid Divok in memory of martyrs of Assam agitation. And Manipur women's football team wins a Hero Senior Women's National Football Championship. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.